The man was a top-notch surgeon. A patient had a bullet lodged in his brain. The previous doctor had declared the patient was going to die. Mike quickly opened up the skull and removed the bullet. He successfully saved the patient's life. But after Mike got into a serious car accident, his hands were paralyzed. Looking at his hands pierced with steel pins, Mike knew this meant he'd never be able to hold a scalpel again. Then he learned about this guy who was playing ball on the court. The same guy had been diagnosed with multiple fractures throughout his body a few years back. But now he was perfectly healthy. Mike found out from him that he'd been healed by some mysterious sorcerer. Mike immediately went to find that sorcerer. When he met the sorcerer, he asked right away if he'd ever healed a paralyzed patient. The sorcerer said he'd only taught the guy how to use willpower to repair his own body. In other words, spiritual healing. Mike thought what the guy was saying was ridiculous, so he accused the sorcerer of being a fraud. The sorcerer slapped his palm out and knocked Mike's soul right out of his body. Even after his soul returned to his body, Mike still didn't believe it. He suspected the tea he'd just drunk was spiked with something. So the sorcerer pressed his forehead and sent him straight into another dimension. After traveling through multiple dimensional universes, Mike was absolutely blown away. He immediately asked to become the sorcerer's apprentice. During his training, everyone else could draw portals in the air, but Mike could only manage tiny little circles. To awaken Mike's potential, the sorcerer took him to the top of a snowy mountain. Then he just left Mike there all alone. To keep from freezing to death, Mike had no choice but to desperately draw circles in the air. Meanwhile, the sorcerer was waiting for Mike to show up, but someone nearby was getting worried. The next second, Mike actually managed to open a portal and came back. This success filled Mike with confidence. He quickly finished studying all the magic books in the entire library. During the day, he'd train his body. At night, his soul would leave his body to continue studying.